Okay, today in class, we just took a little group activity. Kids started with questions like this, -2, x minus 3, and then x plus 1, and then they said, graph it. So some of them are as easy as just graph it. Now I want to remind you, if you're going to graph this, you'd start with your x-intercepts, but then if you're like, what are my other points? You'd make an xy chart, and you could pick any number you want and stick it in and see what you get. Like for instance, you know that putting in a 3 makes this part 0, and therefore the whole thing would equal 0. If x is 3, y is 0. And for this one, -1 works really well, because that also makes the whole thing equal 0. But you can also put in things like 2, just any number for x, and see what you get. So 2 minus 3 is -1. And then 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 times -1 makes -3 times -2 makes 6. And I put in 2 when I got 6. So just a reminder of how to find points like that. Another thing we practiced today was simplifying things like this. 5 plus 5i all over 10. And on these, you have to be able to factor something out of that top. Since they both have a 5 in it, I can say divide by 5, as long as I put a times 5 in the front to make up for it. And that helps me factor out that 5. 5 is factored out now. And I have 1 plus 1i is just I, all over 10. But instead of writing 10, I'm going to put 5 times 2, because if you can factor it, you should. And those cancel. And this would be an example of your answer. Now, usually these have plus or minus. This problem just had a plus, but usually this type of question has a plus or minus right here, and then there'd be a plus or minus in the answer. So we practiced that, and I also reminded them, if I gave you this equation and I asked you for f of 3, that's just saying, hey, stick 3 in the equation and tell me what you get. So that's like, if y is written as f of x, you just stick in a 3 in, and you'd stick the 3 in and see what you get. Okay, so with that little prompting, if you missed today, you can go and do the quadratic B group activity. It's a several questions, front and back side. There's a PDF of it on the site, and then you can go grade it, and it's out of 8 points. That's all I got for you for today. Actually, if you're still listening, there was homework also, and I told the kids they only had to do problem 1 and 2 of the worksheet. So there's your last little tip. Just do problems 1 and 2 on the worksheet for today. And that's all I got for you for today.